In 1980, Dolly Parton released one of her most iconic and enduring albums. This album was full of original songs and covers detailing the plight of the working man and woman, from songs about immigration, poverty, sex work, mining, and yes, working 9 to 5. This is a video about a 46-year-old record that, if we let it, could change the world. Okay, quick editing note. I was an idiot and deleted this video off YouTube, and I had already deleted it off my phone. Luckily, the audio was salvaged, but I did have to reuse some clips from past YouTube videos, and I threw in some other Dolly Parton drawings in here. But I hope you still enjoyed the video, and please comment, like, and subscribe, because I'm desperate, y'all. Just do it. And please enjoy the video. Okay, back to it. Hi, I'm Paper Izzy, and today I'm going to create art based on one of Dolly Parton's best records, 9 to 5 and Odd Jobs, and talk about how it radicalized me, and I think it will do the same to you. The album opens with one of her most popular songs, the titular 9 to 5, a Motown-inspired country pop song about being subjected to a crushing 9 to 5 job while being mistreated by the overlords above you. It was relevant in 1980, and it's relevant today, and honestly, in the most scary way possible, the whole record is. Most of us know 9 to 5, whether just the song or the movie, and I know it empowers people through their workdays as it does mine, but I hope it also brings you some kind of class consciousness. As workers, we are exploited every day, and in this time we live in, I don't see it improving unless we take back our rights as workers and human beings from the corporations. 9 to 5 is more than just a funky little tune about corporate America, it's a call to action. Hushabye Hard Times is the second song on the album and takes a much more bluegrass-inspired approach. In it, Dolly sings about fighting off poverty and, of course, hard times, as they howl at her door. Dolly grew up impoverished, and I know that informed her songwriting here, as the main character laments not being able to get her baby gingerbread cake or new clothes. So many people struggle to support themselves, much less keep their children safe and cared for. Something, again, that is still happening today. I think of the people in Minnesota having their childcare taken away because right-wing talking heads want to be cruel. Most parents want the best for their kids, and even in 46 years, that hasn't changed. House of the Rising Sun is the first cover on this album and is a disco-bathed rendition of a classic folk song that was popularized by the Animals in 1964. I know a lot of people my age tie this song to American Horror Story, which is incredibly fitting, honestly. In Dolly's version, it seems to be documenting the life and regrets of a sex worker, and is honestly such a brilliant addition to this record. Work, labor takes all forms, and people do what they have to survive. And sometimes that is sex work. There is still such a stigma around the topic, and it's in this way that, again, this album is still relevant. Dolly's version with the synths is so different, but so haunting. What an excellent rendition of this song. The fourth track on this record is Deportee, Plane Wreck at Los Gatos Canyon. It details the true story of a plane crash in Fresno, California in the winter of 1948. Written originally by Woody Guthrie and Martin Hoffman as a protest song, it's a ballad about the 28 workers that died while being transported back to Mexico, either because their work contracts ended or they were just undocumented. The Mexican victims were only marked as Mexican nationals and interred at a mass grave in California. Woody was inspired to write this after hearing of the tragedy in the media where the dead were just called deportees. Except for the 4 Americans who were also on board, they were referred to by name. It wasn't until 2013 that Tim Hernandez compiled a list of all the dead, and that all the identities were revealed, and had the memorial changed to reflect this, bringing closure to some of the remaining families. I don't really need to go into detail about why this song is just as poignant as it was when it was first written or even covered by Dolly. When I first heard this song in 2018 during the first Trump admin, I cried, and Trump 2.0, those feelings of grief are even more amplified as ICE and Trump attack immigrants and Americans alike. 80 years after the song was written, and our Mexican brothers and sisters still suffer by the hands of the American government. Also, another not-so-fun fact is Woody Guthrie also once wrote about Fred Trump, Donald's slumlord father. I see myself a lot in this next song, Sing for the Common Man. This song was actually written by Dolly's sister Frida and Mark Anderson. It's a beautiful piece about how so much of our world only operates because of common everyday people, but those are the ones that are always forgotten or stripped of dignity. Our labor is so very often exploited as we are tossed to the side, just meat for the grinders, our blood lubrication for the wheels of capitalism. Working Girl. The next song on the album is more upbeat and once again, a disco-inspired song. It chronicles the many lives and jobs of the everyday working woman. Today we take for granted how hard the women of the past had to fight to be able just to work, to be independent. I know trad wife bullshit has taken over, but I love that this song goes against that. Again, it's so messed up that this song has to be relevant today as well. Of course, working isn't everything, and I think we should live in a society where none of us have to work ourselves to death just to feel independent, but I think there's an empowerment as well of work you're proud of. Also, the keyboard hook in this song is everything. Detroit City is a song originally titled I Wanna Go Home by Billy Grammer in 1962 and covered as its current title by Bobby Bear and then by Dolly. It's a song about going to the big city, trying to make something of yourself, and coming up short. So many people have lived and died chasing and never catching their dreams, doomed to work an assembly line or other jobs. And that's what this song is about. It's another beautiful song about the hardships of a person stuck working in this world. And when I'm at work, I always sing, I wanna go home. So I feel that. Track 8 is another cover. This time it was originally sung by Kenny Rogers in the first edition in 1969. But You Know That I Love You is a bittersweet, flute-soaked ballad about working on the road while you're missing the ones you love. This song really hits home to me because I always feel like I'm never home and I just work a regular job. But I feel like I never have enough time with the people I love. And how I wish that love was all we'd need to live breaks me every time, because as much as we believe love conquers all, it won't always save you. But despite that fact, you still love anyways. Another cover and the penultimate song on the record is Dark as a Dungeon. Originally released in 1946 by singer-songwriter Merle Travis, it is a part cautionary tale and part battle cry for miners who are notoriously taken advantage of. Miners and so many other jobs have suffered so much because of their professions, and when I heard this song the first time, it really touched me. It's insane to me that even this year, there have already been disasters and fatalities from mining operations. 80 years after this song was made, and miners still aren't properly protected. It's something sadly timeless. And of course, we have people like Trump who don't care about miners or anyone and just want the money that can be made off their suffering. Workers in all industries are taken advantage of, and it's such a theme of this album. It's a theme that still rings true today. As workers, we need to unite and demand to be treated as human beings, not as backs to break, but as owners of our work and our lives. This is one of those songs that really hammers home the point of this record. It's about working people, it's about the injustices we face from capitalism and those that perpetrate it. Poor Folks Town is a country song that closes the album. For all the pain and suffering detailed on this record, I do appreciate Dolly ending it on a happier note. The song is about being poor and how it is awful, as many of us know. What really makes us rich is the love we have for our loved ones, our family, friends, our neighbors. Right now, standing up for and caring for our neighbors is more important than ever. As ICE and Trump try to tear us apart and destroy us, we will still have each other. No matter what happens, even if love doesn't win this battle, we still have to care for each other. We have to allow ourselves to change and grow, and even work for what's right. We may be going through some of the worst times, but we have each other, and we need to come together and make it count so we can create towns, states, countries, and a world that is fair for everyone. I hope you listen to this album. To me, it's an important piece of art that re-inspires me every time I hear it. It can be disheartening to see how little has changed in the 46 years since its release, but I still hope we can have solidarity and fight for one another. It's hard, it's not as fun as a pop song, but we have to do the work and be kind to yourself and others, because in the words of Dolly, it's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, from the drawing to the review of the album and its contents and how it relates to what we're going through today. Like I said, I know everything sucks right now and we're always exploited and we're always mistreated, but, we have to stick together, we have to love each other, and, some of these songs are fun. You can put them on like 9 to 5 to get you through the day, and some of them you can sit and, sit with and feel them and let them move you. I really just want people to listen to this album so it can inspire them the way it's inspired me. Like, I think these kinds of things can change the world if we let it, and I hope that you got that from this video. I mean, I love Dolly Parton. I love music, I love art, and I was just really inspired to make this video. Everyone be kind to yourselves, fuck ICE, fuck Donald Trump, and if you liked this video, let me know how you feel about it. And as well, I do have a Patreon linked below. If you appreciated this video and you want to help me out, you can do that. That's the end of it. I really hope that things get better, and I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, Paper Izzy, signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more human-generated art. Adios, amigos.